What up, everybody? Why do I say it like that? Why do I say that all the time? I'm in such a good mood. Hey, yo, I'm back and my phone's working. Imagine that. Imagine that. I saw Bigfoot today. I saw a dragon today. I saw. What else did I see? A 10-second hit and run. I saw. What? I'm so happy today. I hope you guys are having a good day. It's the little things, little things. I saw Pokey today. No, was it Gumby today? And the Ruby Necklace Queen. Ruby Necklace Queen. What are we talking about today? I got a story for you guys. Story time. Wait a minute. I'm not going to repeat myself because I already know the trolls' mission today is their mission is to make me repeat myself. Ahead of the game, I'm not repeating myself. So go back to the drawing board. Losers. Losers. Thank you guys for hitting the likes, subscribes, and shares. Okay, so I'm putting all my dreams together. Okay, so if you guys have been with me for a while, and you know, good thing I'm Gemini because I sure do talk a lot. I've been freaking talking all day. Can you guys hit the like? Hit the like. Hit the like. Hit the like. It's free. And you guys don't get to hear the story because it's detective time. Spiritual stalkers. Blind, blind, blind. Okay, it's like, oh my God. Stop, drop, and roll. Okay. So, anyways, if you guys been with me for, like, I get a lot of dream messages, right? So, the one was the underground tunnels. So, I was in this tunnel a few times. And in the tunnel, remember I told you there was like these zip, like the bags that you buy your comforters from and stuff, like the clear ones, but there are bodies in there, but they're in a tunnel, and like in the tunnel, but the bodies were still alive, and then people like walking over them, and I was like, what is that? YouTube's playing with my numbers. YouTube ain't nothing but a thing. Okay, we don't care about numbers. So, anyways, and I was like walking over the bodies in the bag, right? So I'm like, what is that? Because I've been there a few times, and then I had the dream of like big Victorian houses, and they're like, look up in the trees, and I was like looking up in the trees, but I went into one Victorian house, and in that house, it was like when you walk in, there was like aloha. When you walk in, it was almost like a store in the front, but like different rooms and stuff in this big, huge house. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Because I get dreams like all the time, like. Zzz. So, anyways, someone's wrist hurts. Someone's right wrist hurts. Stretch your wrist like this. Stretch your wrist. Stretch your wrist here. Stretch your wrist. Whoever that is, I'm picking up on. Your wrists are tight. So, anyways, so out here where I'm living, there, I just found out there's underground tunnels. I said, oh, that, and there's a whole, and where I went today, there's a whole bunch of Victorian houses. And like, I've been here before. I've been here before. Hey, trolls, I already know you guys want me to repeat myself today. We're not doing that. I'm a step of the game, so we're not doing that. Okay. That's the only time I'm going to say that. So, for those of you just who tuned in. So, anyways, I saw the house, and I added the numbers. It was, you know how I add numbers and I break down, and it broke down to 5. And I'm like, okay, now here, It's all together, so stay with me. So then, um, one of my other dreams. Okay, so where I moved. Okay, so I don't know. I'm not good with like years and days, and I don't even know. Like, but it had to be like 4 years at least. I had a dream that said 5-4 circle, and like in my dream, like I saw specific things. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Here I am, 3 years later, whatever. I'm 43. um, and I'm like, what does that mean? So when I moved into this where I'm living now, um, I was talking to my neighbor, and he said, the guy who lived here before you committed suicide. And I said, oh, I said, was his name Michael? He said, yeah. He's like, how did you know? I said, how old was he? And he said, 54. And I was like, hmm. So, anyways, the first like week that I moved in, like I felt sick. I was hearing like ringing in my ears really bad. I'm like, ooh, because you know how frequent they fuck with frequency. So I'm like, there's a fucking spirit in here. It's him. So I'm like, if thank God I moved in here because I know how to clear that shit. And then painting. So like I paint all. So I knew how to clear it because it was a spirit of like suicide. It was like a really bad, sad, spirit because it made me sick. Like I couldn't even, I don't get sick like that. So I couldn't even get out of bed. So, anyways, I fucking cleared it. I'm like, get this, you gotta go. His blood's still on the outside of the house, anyways. But I said, how did he die? And they said suicide. No wait, no, not suicide. They said something else. But I said he died of suicide because, when you have demons in you and they puke them out, right? They puke it out. So he puked. Normally you shit, and you ever smell a dead body? I don't know how to smell those, they stink. But he was sitting in here for like a week and no one knew. And he was like frozen because his air is on. The air don't get that cold in here. I fucking blast that thing. So, anyways, he puked in here, but he puked up a demon. So it was a demon of suicide. So that spirit, when I moved in here, was like heavy on me. And I've already dealt with that one before, like tried to come at me. So I got rid of it, cleared it. It's peaceful now. But I'm like, good thing I moved in here because if it was anyone else, that it was fucking heavy. Like it literally made me sick. I called my brother and I'm like, Joel, I'm like, I can't be here. I can't fucking be here. It was like that the ringing won't stop, the frequency won't stop. I'm like, this is gonna drive me nuts, right? Anyways, I cleared it. It's peaceful now. But because I'm used to clearing that stuff. But I was telling my neighbor, I'm like, I saw 54 circled my dream. Now, hold on. Cleared it, but I'm like, if anyone didn't know how to spiritually protect themselves, and like we have different rankings and stuff, like if they didn't understand, like that spirit would have got to them because like it made, if I didn't understand that and been through something like that before, I would have been like, it would have took over, right? But so I don't know if anyone's gone through that, but anyways, what was I gonna say? So then, so then I was doing one of my lives one time, and I was talking about this dream and stuff, and then 5-4 circled, da 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 da, and like I was talking, I forgot which live it was. I wish I could repost it. I can't remember some one of them in the summer, but when I was working, my friend I rode to work with, excuse me, I was telling him about the dream. And then I was telling him that like my neighbor was like, the person over there, they got their heads cut off, and someone cut their heads off over here. A bunch of heads getting cut off. I'm like, everyone's heads getting cut off? Excuse me. I'm like, what's with people cutting head? Like, I just chop heads. I said, well, I got my machete. I ain't fucking, whatever. So then one day, he's picking me up for work. So we rode together. I go, do you see that table over there? So there's a table on the street, right? So like one of the tables that green means love. I love you. So there was a table, like one of those tables that you pull out, like if you're having a barbecue or, like one of those tables, randomly on the side of the road. Okay. Just random. On that table was a mannequin head. I'm not lying. With like just random stuff. I'm like, you see that mannequin head? He's like, yeah, a freaking mannequin head. I'm like, whatever, go to work. So do my life. I think I came home. It was like, I don't know, I did my life. It was like fucking 3 in the morning or something. And I'm talking. And now after that, I'm like, I want to watch a movie on my phone. I don't watch TV. My shit's not even hooked up. I haven't watched TV in years, but I'm like, I want to watch a movie. So I'm like, I put in my put it in my phone, and I put uh free movies, and Sleepy Hollow popped up. And so in the beginning of the movie, he's writing in his book and it said 5-4, and it was circled. Right? That's the story of the headless horseman. I'm like, get out of here. That whole thing. I'm like, what the fuck does this mean? Because I saw this years before I moved here. Like, I'm just telling the truth. So I'm like, okay. So, in that movie, he was from out of town or whatever. He wasn't from there. And he was called there to solve a crime. Right? So in here, I go, going back to the neighbor who's 54 or whatever. I said he just didn't just die. He committed suicide because he puked and he had the demon attachment, right? But they said something else in the paper. So then going back to the dream with the tunnels and stuff, there's tunnels over here, but that's where there's still spirit. So I had to speak about his spirit because, just like when I was, I had to write a letter the other day. My neighbor wanted me to write a letter about something. He wanted to put in a newspaper in. So I'm like, yeah, I'll write it for you, da da da. And I was looking at it, and it's basically, I feel like a lot of people are like, want my justice for the bullshit that's been happening and this and that. And we all feel like that. Like if you're looking back in the past, like you were done wrong this way or that way, or that's fucked up and that's fucked up, whether you write a letter or just speaking on it, like you just want someone to hear you, or, like this is fucked up. Whether you said, you just want someone else to be like, I know this fucked up, right? Because we got all these people like they just kind of push you back, like, and you're supposed to just like hold it in or think that's okay. Now wait. So I feel like there's the same thing with some spirits, like he just wanted me to know, like, it was something different. Like, but anyways, same thing with the tunnels here on Indian ground, that there's still tunnels here, but I feel like maybe I'm a secret agent, man, and I just came to this town to solve some crimes and free the fucking spirits. So, because just connecting, you're like, what is she talking about? Can you guys hit the like 2312 1355? So what was I gonna say with that? I'm all over. That's a Gemini in me. But I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. I said, but then I was talking to my dad. He's like, yeah. Then I'm like, I've been down the street. I said, this is crazy. I was down the street before. I've been down the street. And I'm like, that's the house. Right fuck there. That one. And I'm adding up the numbers 5. He said, actually, confirmation. She's like, there's this house, this Victorian house that you can go into. I said, can we go in the tunnels? I said, where are the tunnels? I want to go in the tunnels because there's something in the tunnels. There's like still dead bodies. There's something in that tunnel. I saw it. And he said, actually, there's one of the houses you can go in and give tours. I said, I want to go. There's something with that. I'm a detective. I'm a secret agent for the Most High. I'm like, oh, snap. Dad, that's cool. I'm a secret agent, man. Um, but like I'm just connecting all the dream stuff because I'm like, what is that? What is that? But they're so like spaced out. Like some I had like 4 years ago, and some I just had, and da da da. And I'm like putting all the puzzle pieces together, you know. So like, guys, pay attention to your dreams. They all have significant. I can't say that word. They all come. I feel like they're all coming together. Whether it's like something from your past life or something, a mission you got to complete, or something that God's trying to show you. um Pay attention to your dreams. You know, if there's one stuck in your head, like, what is that? You know, some we kind of just forget or whatever, but you know, we get certain ones like it keeps like that. There's a reason behind it, but it's not always, you know, spirit shows you in many different ways. So it's not always like what exactly what you might look at it for, or like the people in it. So like the people in it, it doesn't have to be that person showing up, but it could be like the same sign, or you know, who is that when that person in 3D was it, did they show up good or da da da, because it could be um that same energy just in a different body, you know, if that makes sense. 2119. I had such a good day today. um yeah, so that da da da. So anyways, hi June, hi Julius. How's your vacation over there? I'm trying not to bother you, but I couldn't bother yesterday. I hope you're enjoying it. You know, the 10 10 12, 10 10 12, 10 10 portal, we in it right now. So, you know, ain't time to fuck around. My reading was, it was awesome. I was like, bro, I can't tell it anywhere, but I was being mad. Everyone's like, why are you mad? I'm like, no, it's just me. Thank you, gonna go fishing. Hi, can you post my cash app? Guys, there's freaking cars and they're awesome. I really, really want them. But y'all gotta donate. Whether I had $1 million hairs or not, y'all gotta support the channel. Equal give and take, right? Mm-hmm. Yep. 2019. Stuff is gonna about to get exposed up in this bitch. Oh, they always fighting over there. You know what else? No, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. Never mind. It's wonderful. Good. I miss you. I'll text you when I'm done here. Go enjoy. I'm glad you needed it, man. It's good because people are on some bullshit. Get away from it. They can't touch. Look, I think that's why, like, my phone fucked up for a little bit. Because God's blocking the fucking bullshit, even though we already blocked it. But He's like, nope, nope, nope. You're fucking with them. Nope. What's going on? So, anyways, if you're worried about your finances, don't worry. I just saw that. So, okay, Scorpio in the chart could be an older lady. Someone's house is falling apart. Something about Florida. Organize, go get it on your own energy. Communication coming in. Yep. Moving past blockages, a Sag. Try to bail me, that's a sin. Baby, I'm a millionaire. I was born rich. Money is energy. Energy is money. Yeah, I'm born rich. Hello? I got God. I'm happy, I'm healthy, and I'm protected. Isn't that rich to you? Anyways, I'm getting out of here. My trip is great. Good! Go have a beer and go chill outside. Can you move bad luck? You mean karma? Yeah, it's called do the work, do the healing work. Take accountability, do the work. Quit going round and round. There's no such thing as luck. It's the decisions that you make and what you do and lessons that you need to learn. Right? Karma means lesson. There's no such thing as bad luck. It's what you do. You have a choice. So the stuff you need to learn, you need to learn. My whole page is about healing. You can go down my lives. I'm not going to repeat myself over and over because that's what the trolls want me to do today, and I'm not doing that. God is finding a way to make you relax. Yeah, bad luck is take accountability and do the fucking work. Quit being an asshole. Go love yourself. Because if you love yourself, you're not going to, hurt anyone else. You know what I mean? You're not going to be doing bullshit. There's no such thing as luck. Why? Because they're going through hell? Well, take accountability, bro. It ain't easy, but you gotta do the work. Otherwise, gotta do work. Oh, yeah. I got it, June. Anyways. I was a letter L today, and there was like the letter L was everywhere. There was a bar. There was like everything was like blah, and I made my own tongue twister. God dog it. What was it? It was a good one too. I'll tell you later if I remember it. It was a good day. I have to say, I didn't have to use my AK. Let's read a story about friendship for whatever. Tell me when to stop. 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 Julius, tell me when to stop. Ah, it's a long one. Mother Holly. How about this one? The Farmer and His Sons. A farmer. A farmer, being at death's door and desiring to impart to his sons a secret of much. Blah. Starting over. 1, 2, 3. I need to slow down. I'm gonna use my I almost said book on tape voice. Audio book voice. Okay. Oh, snap, hold on. The cauliflower sheep is going to read a story. Story time. Sit down, trolls. Bye, June. I love you. I'm glad you're having fun. I'm good today. I have so much energy. I'm happy. We're going to read a story, y'all. Okay. Cauliflower is going to read it. A farmer, being at death's door and desiring to impart to his sons a secret of much moment, called them round him and said, "My sons," I can't do it this. "I'm shortly about to die. I would have you know, therefore, that in my vineyard there lies a hidden treasure." Dig and you will find it. As soon as the father was dead, the sons took spade and fork and turned up the soil in the vineyard over and over again in their search for the treasure which they supposed to lie buried there. They found none, however, but the vines. After so thorough a digging produced a crop such as never before had been seen. There is no there's no treasure without toil. That was a good one. Good stuff. You got to put in the work. Put in work. Digging in the dirt. Put in work. Digging in the dirt. So sometimes treasure is unseen. You got to put in that work. Nice. Book of Virtues, I was in work. All right, tell me one more, Julius. Tell me and stop. Tell me when to stop. Tell me when to stop. Hey, how are you? Tell me when to stop. Tell me when to stop. Okay. That's so long. I'll go to the next page. Wait. Do it again. Tell me when to stop. Tell me when to stop. Okay. All right. An appeal from the Alamo. The Alamo in San Antonio, Texas, has become an American symbol of unyielding courage and self-sacrifice. A force of Texans, a force of Texans captured a mission fort in late 1835 after the outbreak of revolution against the dictatorship of Mexican General Antonio Lopez de Santana Anna. By early 1836, Lieutenant Colonel William Barrett Travis, the fort's garrison found himself hemmed in by Mexican armies swelling to 6,000 troops. On February 24th, Travis dispatched couriers to a nearby Texas towns, carrying frantic appeals for aid. Fewer than 36 men picked their way through enemy lines to join the Alamo's defender. The siege continued until March 6th. Then Santana Anna's tongue twister day. Forces overwhelmed the fort. The entire garrison was killed. Some 180 men, including Colonel Travis, James Bowie, and Davy Crockett. They killed Davy Crockett? Who? Davy Crockett? Did he have his raccoon hat on? Well, I don't even know what the Alamo is. I just read this story. All right, last one. Persevere. Stick to it. Evenness has, I don't know this word, has a lot to do with getting the right answers in math, English, history, and life. As young Americans of the turn of the 20th century learned when they memorized this little verse from their McGruffy's Reader. The fisher who draws his net too soon won't have any fish to sell. The child who shuts up his book too soon won't learn any lessons well. If you would have your learning stay, be patient. Don't learn too fast. The man who travels a mile each day may get around the world at last. There it is. That was story time. Make it make sense. It's the Book of Virtues, the kids one. We gotta teach adults that. How to grow your YouTube? You show up. 2323. You show up. Just be yourself. Okay. Nobody cares, King. Hold on a second. Are you okay? Geronimo. Blah, blah, blah. In the mothership. I don't know if that's the words. Good afternoon. 7, 12, 27, 31, 20, 23, 12, 27. Thanks. It was the first thing I ever bought online. This Tina pillow. Haters gonna hate. Thank you. I love this pillow too. I love you and I love you. Thank you. You have a good weekend too. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for hitting the like, subscribes, and if you'd like to donate, it helps me in the channel, okay? I appreciate everything. Am I gonna read cards today or just gonna get out here? Out here. What day is today? I don't know what day it is today. Friday? Oh, it's Friday. Is it Microsoft? I don't know what it is. Here we go. Hello from Southern Marvel Legend. It's Friday. 1-800, what are you guys doing tonight? Orange County. I've never been there. I only stopped in a flight going to Hawaii, but I never went to California. No, I take that back. I did go to California once, but it once and it's horrible. I was in San Antonio with an ex, and I was bloated the whole time because I was gaslighting, and it's just horrible. I couldn't wait to leave. What is a thief's favorite berries? We're just talking about poison berries today. Still in that king's chair, I see. Yes, I'm a queen. New York, heading to work in a few. Oh, make them doll hairs. Have a good day at work. Rob berries. Don't call me Batman, cause I be Robin. What are y'all doing on the Friday night? $28, $29, $34, $17. I think I gotta go. I think I'm out of here, guys. It's gonna be short. I keep burping in the USA. I don't have demons. Don't project onto me. Thank you. Chilling on the porch. On the porch, smoking reef. I'm in an executor waiting on it. I don't know how to say that word. Waiting on a truck. Working at parties. I'm always safe. Yeah, I'm good. It's nice out. It's like the weather is good. Everything's good. I'm happy. I'm thankful. I really, really am. Guys, keep your vibes up. Stay thankful no matter what you're going through, okay? I'm going to get out of here. And thank you for supporting the channel. Today is a good day. The letter Z. Zoo. Zeus. All right, guys. I am healthy. Why wouldn't I be healthy? All right, guys. I gotta go. Bye.